Very good morning and welcome to athavannews.com. Today Friday 27th of November 2015. Today's paper highlights read by Edward Udedas Devasagayam Pillai. Now let's move to paper highlights on Daily Mirror. Sunil for COPE, Lasantha for PAC. JVP MP Sunil Handunetti was appointed as the chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Public Enterprises COPE, while State Minister Lasantha Alagiyawanna was appointed as the chairman of the Committee on Public Accounts PAC following a decision taken by the government yesterday. Elections Commission hits legal obstacles. Absence of legal provisions has become a problem. The newly constituted Elections Commission has been hit by a legal lacuna, with it being unable to determine its functions and roles it is learned. Another highlight on Daily Mirror: canteens increase prices, challenge Ravi Karunanayake. With the increase in the price of hoppers, plain tea and a variety of other items sold at canteens from yesterday, the national organizer of the Canteen Owners Association, Asela Sampath, said the association would challenge Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake to identify one place where one could buy food items at the prices mentioned in the budget. 3 elephants kept by monks without permits. The IGP has, in a confidential report, informed the government that 3 Buddhist monks are in possession of elephant calves without legal permits and that they had prepared false documents. He has requested that legal action be taken against them. Permission refused for Aksha to travel abroad. Teledrama actress Aksha, who is presently enlarged on bail over charges of criminal breach of trust for allegedly having defrauded an Indian national of 140 million rupees after having an affair with him, was refused permission to travel abroad by Colombo Additional Magistrate Nishant Piris yesterday. Jaffna student's body found near rail track. The body of a 17-year-old schoolboy was found lying by the railway line in Cockville, Jaffna. It was recovered by the police last morning, police said. Police said a resident of the area had identified the deceased as Rajeswaran Senthuran of Koppai North and a student of the Cockville Hindu College in Jaffna. Police said he may have committed suicide and that a letter lying near the body contained a request to rehabilitate and release all Tamil political prisoners. Meanwhile, police spokesman ASP Ruwan Gunasegara said, according to the police investigations, the boy had committed suicide. Government to sign gas project with global giant. The government will soon sign a profit-loss sharing agreement with the global energy giant Total in France for the commercial exploitation of natural gas found in the Manar Basin. A cabinet minister said yesterday the full potential of the liquid natural gas found in the Manar Basin has been estimated to run a 600 megawatts power plant for 25 years. Another highlight on Daily Mirror: President off to Malta for Chogam. President Maithripala Sirisena left for Malta yesterday to attend the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting Chogam 2015 to be held at Fort St. Angela in Virgo from November 27 to 29. Now let's move to paper highlights on Daily News. Commonwealth Chair in Office arrives in Malta. Royal welcomes for Queen. Mangala signs Trade Finance Facility. President Maithripala Sirisena, the current Chair in Office of the Commonwealth, arrived in Malta last afternoon to attend the Heads of Government meeting commencing this morning. The Sri Lankan delegation led by President was welcomed by senior officials of the Government of Malta and Sri Lanka's ambassador to Rome, Daya Palpala. Another highlight on Daily News: price formula for petroleum product soon. Chantima. A price formula for petroleum product will be introduced soon, aiming to provide relief to customers with the drastic price drop of crude oil in the world market, Petroleum and Petroleum Gas Minister Chandima Veerakodi said. He said the price formula will probably be introduced in the first quarter of next year. The Petroleum and Petroleum Gas Ministry is engaging in discussions with the Consumer Affairs Authority to formulate the price formula. It is necessary to look into various sectors such as transportation, prior to formulating the formula. He said the final decision in this regard will be held next week and the formula will be formulated accordingly, the minister added. SAITM students filed contempt of court action against Health Minister. 5 students attached to the South Asian Institute of Technology and Medicine Limited, Malabar, yesterday filed a contempt of court action against Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne and the Ministry Secretary for failing to comply with an undertaking given to facilitate the required training at designated state hospitals. And the highlight on Daily News says, a mother sitting in the middle of the road with her son opposite Ananda National School, Chilo, protesting against the failure of the school authorities to admit her son. The mother, who lives close to the school, alleged that the school authorities are requesting money to admit her child. She said both she and her husband too are past pupils of the school. In the highlight on Daily News, he took his life in the cause of Tamil political prisoners. An 18-year-old Tamil student committed suicide last morning by jumping over a moving train in the Kokkuvil area in protest against the government's failure to release all Tamil political prisoners. The teenager, a student of Kokkuvil Hindu College, Jaffna, had written a letter addressed to President Maithripala Sirisena before committing the act. In it, has demanded that all Tamil political prisoners be released and rehabilitated. Now let's move to paper highlights on Ceylon today. Minister refuses to release Tamil prisoners facing charges. Tamil scene commits suicide. Release political prisoners. R.I.T. Malik remembered on 28th November. The second death anniversary commemoration of educationist and founder of D.S. Senanayaka College, the late R.I.T. Alice, and the 31st death anniversary commemoration of his son, the late Malik Alice, will be held on 28th November. Rajiv Gandhi assassination, India to question KP. Nearly 6 months after India's CBI sought another extension for the term of Multidisciplinary Monitoring Agency MDMA, which is investigating the conspiracy in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination, the agency is still awaiting clearance from the Ministry of Home Affairs. CHOGM 2015 begins today. The Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting CHOGM will commence today 27 in Malta with the attendance of British monarch Queen Elizabeth II and leaders of Commonwealth states. Lane violations. 725 motorists face legal action. Legal action has been taken against over 700 motorists for violating lane regulations that were implemented yesterday, the IGP Traffic Amarasiri Senaratne said. Thanks for listening to Athavan News. We will come with more news tomorrow morning.